Are you ready for some improv? I said, are you ready for some improv? Yeah! Well, welcome to the stage, Cedar City's only improv troupe.
The last 6 months for Funny Side Up have been really amazing. The shows have been awesome. We have the full support of Richard here at the Granville Theater. Everything's been going great, and we are on top of the world.
I'm still in the tech booth, which has been a double blessing because not only do I not have to perform, but I've had time to do other things. I've recently started finger tutting. No, wait. I'm new. Anyway, so things have been good, except for Sterling and Olivia leaving, of course.
Okay, well, yeah, Olivia graduated, and Sterling went to transfer to another school, so we did have to say goodbye to two of our very valuable performers, and it was really heartbreaking. But, we muddled through it, and aside from those things, Funny Side Up is stronger than ever, and we are 100% problem-free.
Well, let's see. If you remember, I had a quote-unquote crush on Dre, the girl from Biolab, and unfortunately, I waited too long, and now she's dating Kevin. And then I got fired from Mr. Bubble's car wash for excessive positivity, which I don't know what that means. And then, the dreadful, doomed fair show. That was hard.
Right, the street fair show. So we have had a few awful paid gigs, but sometimes people just don't really understand what we do when they hire us. So, there was the street fair fiasco and the rec center debacle, and of course there was the clown incident. This is Allison from Funny Side Up, just calling to check in and make sure we're still good for the birthday party.
Yes, we are ready to go. I assume you're going to have your clown costumes on when you arrive, and you're ready for face painting, right?
Clown costumes and face painting? Yeah, sure, that's just fine.
Okay, great.
So, those weren't amazing, but other than that, we haven't had any major issues. Right, the dick shifts. So Mikey and his minions got together and they do a weekly show somewhere. And, our crowds have been a little smaller. They've taken some audience away because they have an in with the fraternities. And because they have an in with the fraternities, they get the sororities. And because they have the sororities, they get the college kids. And because they get the college kids, they have the high school kids. And because they have the high school kids, they get the high school kids' parents. So, our audiences have been a little smaller.
Sometimes I'm amazed that Allison can keep such a confident and hopeful attitude. But then I remember she's basically sunshine in human form.
So, aside from Olivia and Sterling leaving, terrible away shows, and the dick shifts, Funny Side Up is great. We are so strong and so close. We're so close, we know what each other is thinking. We have this amazing group mind. There's literally no more surprises.
I'm leaving Funny Side Up. And that's where my finger's been.
Good job, guys, really. That was a really great final last.
Okay. Okay. Guys, before we wrap up, I just want to say that even though I'm moving to LA, I will always cherish my little improv family here in Cedar City.
Dude, what are we kidding? You're gonna rock it up there in the big leagues.
Furley, you have learned everything I could teach you. The student has become the master.
Yes.
Please don't leave. I need you.
Melissa, don't say that. You know you're my sister. And Allison, I could never thank you enough for everything you've done for me. And if you need anything while I'm gone, I will steal a car and be right back here.
Xander, you're going to be so amazing. You are going to go out there and you are going to take the LA improv community by storm. And we've got your back, Xander.
We've got your back.
I've got your back.
Oh, I love you.
All right, let's do it. Get famous.
I will.
All right.
Don't cry. I love you.
Be amazing, okay?
Okay. I promise. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm so proud. And a little devastated. I mean, when I started the troupe, Xander was the first one on board. She's always been my stalwart. The one that I could always count on, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried about her leaving, but I love her. And I know she's doing what's best for her. And in the end, I mean, that's all that I really care about.
I've been dreading this day forever. I knew Xander would eventually have to leave, but I'm having a really hard time accepting it. And no amount of raking in my mini Zen garden is going to help. But all I know is whoever joins Funny Side Up next better be careful, because they are not replacing her.
I know that Xander just left, but I do have a little announcement that might brighten up the somber mood. I got a letter today inviting me to a ceremony tomorrow night honoring women in Cedar City who've had a positive influence on the arts.
What's it called?
Women in Cedar City who've had a positive influence on the arts.
Wow, good acronym.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Thank you. And it says that I can bring friends and family. And since you guys are my friends and my family, I would really love it if you could be there.
Of course.
In.
Oh, I have the best friends. Besides, how can I go to a ceremony honoring women in the arts without bringing both my girls? Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, funny side up. I'd like you to meet my brother, Thomas. He's been staying in town the past couple of days.
My name is Thomas Smith. I'm here visiting my brother, Richard. Richard and I have always had a bit of a sibling rivalry. Richard's always taken it further than most, though. For instance, when I was 11, I made a macaroni portrait of my mother for Mother's Day. And Richard commissioned an out-of-state experimental cubist painter to do an original piece of her. He was 9.
Mr. Smith, I didn't know you had a brother.
Or relatives.
Hello, I'm Allison Anderson. Hello. This is my first meet, Melissa Stevenson. She runs the sound and lights, and but secretly she's the best of all of us on stage.
That's not true.
She's so funny.
Are you still on that? Please stop. Right?
Is it normal for a sketch group to have so few members?
Oh, well, we actually have one more. And common misconception, we're actually not a sketch group. We do improv comedy. If you'd like, I could take you through the differences. I've been watching a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean, so
Well, maybe I'd like that.
maybe I'd like that.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, perhaps over dinner we can get into the finer details of Funny Side Up.
I'm very flattered, Thomas, but I'm actually seeing someone. So, Melissa, we've been over this. I have a boyfriend.
No, you keep saying that.
Yeah, he lives in Ireland. His name's Neil, and I have a boyfriend. I'm seeing him, definitely have a boyfriend, so.
It's just dinner. I just want to get to know the people that my brother talks about all the time.
Well, I mean, okay, dinner sounds fun. Sure.
I will scoop you up at 6 p.m.
I will be there.
Wait, what?
Hello, fair maiden. I come bearing flowers and good tidings for your roommate.
It's a little much.
Is it?
It's up to you, I guess. Come on in. I'll go get Allison.
Hi.
Emily. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Flowers for me. Wow. You really didn't have to do that.
Nonsense. I always give flowers when I'm taking out a lovely lady friend.
Oh, how sweet. Melissa, don't wait up and don't lock the door because I didn't bring my keys.
Away we fly to dinner and merriment.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? We just met and I've already planned to make you a dinner at my home, my brother's home. But I find the ambiance of restaurants to be a bit distracting, so I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so, in the car you were telling me that Funny Side Up is like the show with Drew Carey, but Richard said it was a comedy.
Well, it is a comedy show. But it's completely unscripted. We make it up just right there on the spot. No scripts allowed.
Wow. I don't think I could... Richard, I thought you said you were going to be inspecting one of your restaurants tonight.
Yes, I'm sorry, Thomas. I didn't update you with the new plans for this evening. The manager called and said he would not be prepared for the inspection tonight, so I'll be going over there tomorrow after he's had a chance to hide some things. So it looks like I'm free for the whole evening. Oh, Miss Anderson, I didn't realize you were going to be here this evening.
Mr. Smith, please call me Allison. And were you there in the theater?
Yes, you were there.
Yes, I was. I must have been thinking about something to do in the theater. So yes, you two enjoy your evening.
Well, so you were saying.
Yes. Oh, I could never, ever be an improviser.
Sorry to interrupt. I have a pizza on its way, if you guys would care to partake.
No. I'm preparing Mother's lasagna recipe for Allison.
Yes. Nice. That's delicious.
Well, it sounds amazing, and it smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll be in my room, hanging out, watching a movie.
You were saying that you don't think that you could ever.
When the pizza comes, you guys will let me know, yes?
Yes, of course. You'll hear the doorbell.
Ah, that's right. Doorbell. Yes, that would be the thing. Yes.
Is everything okay?
I think so. My brother's just acting very oddly.
Well, anyway, you were saying.
Oh, yes. Come on!
I love my brother, but we are very different people. When I set a goal for myself, I prefer a methodical, measured approach. I'm like a commander of an army. I never take any unnecessary risks. My brother, on the other hand, is like a kamikaze pilot. He just crashes towards what he wants like a bull in a china shop. I just don't want to see Miss Anderson get hurt. Allison is a wonderful business associate. I have to go.
So overall, it was fine?
Yeah, I mean, he was a perfect gentleman, and the lasagna was amazing.
But
he lives so far away. I mean, why does this keep happening to me? First Neil,
Not a thing.
then Thomas. Like, why can't I find a nice guy who lives within 50 miles of me?
I don't think it's that big.
I'm sure pretty soon you're going to meet somebody that's just as ridiculously positive and passionate as you. Aww. But for now, maybe we should rest up and decide what we're going to wear to the, Wichita-Poa?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because currently,
We're failing the Bechdel test.
we're failing the Bechdel test.
Well, what do you think?
Allison, you look so glamorous. Am I underdressed?
Am I overdressed? Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Okay, I'm freaking out.
No, the invitation did make it sound like it was fancy.
You're probably right. I'm gonna go change.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some improv? Yes! I said, are you ready for some improv? Well, welcome to the stage, Cedar City's only improv troupe, the Dick Shifts!
Mikey, you asshole, this was you?
Surprise! Welcome to the women of Cedar City who have contributed to the arts in a positive way ceremony.
I should have known from the stupid name.
And as a reward for your positive influence, one of those being that you were the catalyst for the formation of the greatest improv team of all time, the Dick Shifts. So, can I assume you're not gonna stay for the second half?
Oh my god.
Dude, what the Mikey? Like, seriously, I get getting upset because she kicked you off the team, but you didn't have to pull that shit like you did in there.
My deal is, Allison embarrassed me, and now I'm just paying her back. Plus, I want you guys to see how well we're doing. Did you see that packed house, Allison? You haven't had those kind of results in, what, 6 months since your big show?
Yeah, because they suck.
Well, at least we have integrity. At least we have decency. All that first half was a bunch of racist and sexist jokes, and you guys throwing each other under the bus for a cheap laugh.
It was the worst improv I've ever seen.
Look, I get it. You guys are jealous because we solved improv and you didn't. But I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a little versus match to see which team gets to be Cedar City's only improv troupe?
What?
A versus match. Loser disbands forever.
I'm not putting Funny Side Up and jeopardizing it for some penis measuring contest.
You're right, Mikey. She's not going to do it.
Yeah, punk-ass bitches.
Nah, Allison's being smart. She knows how this is gonna play out. There's no way your team of women can beat God's chosen improv gender, men.
Oh my god, Mikey. How stupid do you think I am? You're not gonna anger me into agreeing to this. Besides, my team of women could kick your ass any day.
Hey.
Sorry.
Did you hear that laughter in there? You can get those results in your wildest dreams. It's all because of my boys here. They're efficient, like tools. Swords in my sheath.
That didn't sound how you wanted it to.
Your team is shit! All right? Word's gotten around that your best player is left. Melissa won't even set foot on stage, and old Charlie Brown dad jokes, he's barely passable. Worthless. All of you.
Okay, that's how it is, huh, Mikey? All right then, the Versus show with all its stakes is on, and my team of women is gonna crush your team of assholes.
Oh man, Allison, you have no idea what you've done. Prepare to lose your troop. Dick Shifts, pull out.
Am I sure about this? Look, Mikey can say whatever he wants to about me. He can embarrass me with fake invitations. He can bitch and moan about being cut from Funny Side Up and form his own awful improv troupe as much as he wants to. But I will not stand by and let him disgrace my friends and my teammates at any time. They are what I care about. They are why I do this. And, I mean, sure, it's what he wants, but I also want to prove that Funny Side Up and who we play with is how improv is supposed to be. And the Dick Shifts can off. Sorry, but they can.
Allison had invited me to the ceremony, but unfortunately there was an emergency back in Portland at one of the photo galleries I run, so I need to head back. But it was amazing to connect to such a bright and charming woman.
Hey, brother, you remembered your toothbrush this time, right?
Richard, my flesh and blood. What is going on? You're being so disruptive. You've never been disruptive as long as I've known you, and I've known you for a long time.
It's nothing, really. I just wanted to make sure that your evening with Miss Anderson was courteous.
Courteous? What does that mean?
Nice, polite, held to a high standard. You know, courteous.
I get it. You should have just said something. I'll back off.
Get what? There's nothing to get?
Of course. Well, baby brother, I'm heading out. I love you.
I love you too.
I think you should go for it. Kamikaze.
What?